And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever. All right, some things and stuff to cover here as I've been playing. People were kind enough to point out in the comments that I had missed a stop on this line right here, and sure enough, I did. The north-south-east main line right here. I didn't actually get back to south after I went to southeast. So I went from southeast all the way up to the hub, which, was fine and all, but I wanted that to stop in the south to try to get some more people covering that. Some other things that I've done, I put another train on my east-west line here. So we've got 3 trains on that now, and that has brought our frequency down to 5 minutes, which is good. The lower the frequency, the more people will use that line. As you can see, it is making some good money, 23 million. I mean, compared to our bus lines, our bus lines are pretty lacking. But for what it's worth, those bus lines are growing the city as slow, as best they can, and also funneling people into our train lines, which is where we make our money. I mean, trains, let's face it. To make money with vehicles, you need a lot of vehicles. And if we look at this here, look at that. We got a lot of people waiting right here. A ton. So, yeah, this line going east-west is doing gangbusters. So, on that front, I have also started going through and adding tunnels to connect the separated sections of the city, and I did so here as well. So eastish, this was completely separated. This part of the city and this part of the city were not linked at all, and so I added a couple tunnels under here and a couple of bus terminals, and went ahead and routed a couple bus lines to link the two up together. And people can walk. This thing can cover quite a large area, so I wanted to put the bus lines sort of on the outskirts of that, just to encourage growth on that area, because more growth is good. So yeah, happy with that. The hub is doing gangbusters here. I would like to start, since this is an all cities, all goods playthrough, I would like to start thinking about goods and services that we want to supply to our wonderful people, and who we want to supply first, and what do we want to supply first. So I'm thinking Hub City. Obviously, I want to grow Hub City to be as big and beefy as it possibly can. So they're going to be the first to get all the goods, and then we'll start delivering goods elsewhere all over the place. So yeah, I'm thinking Hub City, one of the first. We could either go industry and do construction material, which is definitely a possibility. It's pretty simple to do that. Or we could go with food, and work on commercial. I'm thinking food might be good, but my industry, I'm covering most of the industry here. I'm thinking industry might be the way to go, because that way people from all over can come up here to work. Because if you see, a lot of my train yards here are covering largely residential areas. This one is an exception, obviously. And let's go over here. So we're kind of covering all 3 here. But yeah, a gigantic chunk of the residential area down here is covered. And if we look at some of these other ones, again, pretty much residential there. Well, yeah, some of these are really well placed. I'm pretty happy with how these are placed, because they cover so much of the city already. So yeah, here's one here, a lot of residential. influence on here. I'll close that. And a lot of residential here as well. So we have some pretty good amount of residential coverage. And if we come up here, that's largely residential right there. The shorter the distance they have to walk, the better. And then, of course, this up here, also largely residential. So I'm thinking getting commercial and industrial. Building construction material is actually pretty easy. Food is actually pretty easy. The rest of these, not so much. So let's kind of arbitrarily pick some place to drop. We're going to pick a farm. And where do we want to build this farm? I think Northwest will be our farm hub. Let's go here. M and N. Yeah, there we go. So we want farm right here. So this gets us grain and cows. And we need a road. Let's do a country road. A rural highway sort of thing. Oh, let's do a straight line. Something like that. And then we can link it up just like that. Get them connected. Not that they need it, but I want to make sure that we're okay. And now let's do first. Let's do a train stop. Now, if we do a terminal station, let's flip that around. Okay, number of tracks. I want max tracks. 40 additional tracks. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, is 8 going to be enough? Okay, platform length. I want some good healthy trains on this. High speed. Second street construction. Oh. We don't need that. Oh, maybe we do. Let's do that. Curvature, we don't really need any curvature on this thing. Okay. So this is a 400-meter long station. Is that too much? Might be. That's a little bit better. That's 360 meters. Now the other part of what I want to try to do is, even though it's every city, every good, I want to try to supply all of the cities with one chain of each good. Now, if memory serves, unless they've patched this, if memory serves, the problem becomes production. In past games, I have a feeling that our production facilities can only supply up to 4 lines efficiently. Anything past 4 lines, and memory, my memory is that it just doesn't work too well. It doesn't supply them with enough. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll put that to the test for sure. Machine factory, sawmill, forest. I want food processing plant. And we're going to have north here be our food processing center. You know, it's a factory town. Where we have rural town up here, you know, farms. We have a factory town down here. Okay, so this is going to require grain or cows, gives us food, and, you know, obviously there is nothing there. And then we have multiple levels of growth that we can provide here. But hopefully it will do so on its own. Hopefully it will do so on its own. There we go. Okay, so now we have a large amount of food that's gonna come out of this thing. Like a large amount of food. So we want a spot to deliver the raw food and a spot to pull in the let's see, isn't this cargo? Oh, you know what I did? Oh, you know what I did? Yeah, I used the wrong station. Forgot there was a actual option. Freight station. How about this? Is this a little better? Same settings, just with freight instead. Okay. Now, I would like a station that is gonna be catered. This is where our goods will come in. Station design era. Okay, whatever. I can put it up here. Ooh, that's gonna help. That's gonna help with space. I like all those connections. I do. I want to try to curve it if I can. Let's see. Let's just make sure some of the other high speed, all those are good. Because this is going to come down, I want this to sort of make a way over. Okay. Sort of like that. So that's going to be the food. That's going to be dropping the food off. And now we need another one. Let's pull this curvature back. Where we're going to deliver the food. So this is where it gets a little tricky. I would like something like here, but we may need more tracks. So how about 8 additional tracks? Oh yeah, look at that. Now that is a station right there. That is a monster of a station. Let's flip it around. So we have lots and lots of stuff to deliver out of here. let's make sure this all connects up. So let's take this, connect that up, and we've got that covered. And I'm going to take this, and we're going to go underneath, like that. So I have a ways to get, you know, trains up this way. And just for funsies, I would like some truck capacity to deliver into this city. Just because. Right side street. Okay, I'm not sure. Not sure if that has any. Length 7, 4, two-way, one-way. Okay, so this will flip it around. I want nothing on the top. Fence type. Tram terminals. Wow, you can do tram terminals? Nice. Street type. Large is fine. Now, can I kind of merge these two together? No. These are not going to be the same, but whatever. We have this thing connecting up, which is fine. And it's connected through a bridge, a tunnel all the way up to here, and Bob's your uncle. We're good to go. And since this is food is a commercial thing. I only need a truck stop sort of in the commercial area of the city. So, well, I can use like this bus stop here actually will work nicely. Okay, so just a quick amount of track here will get us started. Okay. That's an interesting amount of 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Why are these? Oh, they're just. Well, it's because one is a dead end terminal and one isn't. So you got these weird track that don't really agree with one another. Same number of track, just different styles. So we are going to start. We're going to start small, mainly because we don't have very much money. But when I try to do some huge amount of production, I tend to, you know, have one line, but multiple independent trains running on that line at once. So, like, we've got trains just going crazy. Actually, now that I think about this, we're really going to want to go crazy. So we're going to do something like that. Because when it comes down to it, yeah, you could have many trains on one line, but you know, it's the crosstalk between them will get a little extreme. So I try to you know, have multiple trains, because, you know, as we go into the future, we'll be able to manage these a little bit better, and they'll be faster, they'll haul more, and in order to keep that frequency as short as possible, you don't want just one line going in. You want many, many lines. This is how I played Transport Tycoon Deluxe, and it worked really, really well. Okay, so I want a way to deliver food to here. I think we're going to go underground. Right in here. I think that's pretty much it. Yep. And we're going to dial this as far up as we can. And we're going to, let's see, where do we want to insert this? I think somewhere in the center. We want to leave a little bit, because we are going to double this track up. So yeah, somewhere in the center. Since it's the hub, it can be the center. Okay, now $2.4 million. That was not a cheap. So we're gonna try our best in the underground here to double this up. It's not going to be cheap. Nothing about this is cheap. But we're trying to future-proof it as well. Kind of give a straight shot right in there. Oh. All the way in. Okay, now signals. We want a pair of signals. Signals underground have always been a tricky thing to do. So I'm thinking here, and then somewhere in the midpoint. Well, maybe they fixed the signals underground. That would be wonderful. Okay, and then that's another halfway point. You never know how many of these we're gonna need. So this is why I did the underground, or the tunnel underneath there, the underpass, because I want to take this and we're going to put a depot right here. Bingo. So this is going to be the food supply into hub. Now, do we want to pull in cows, or do we want to pull in... You want to pick one or the other, really. You want to pick one or the other. With any of these industries, you don't want to give them too many choices. So I think we're going to buy... Let's see. I think this EMD SD40, it's a pretty good train. 926,000. I mean, it's not exactly the highest top speed in the world, but we're going to be just pulling a boxcar, which pulls livestock, which can only go, well, it can go 99, I guess. State car. So 99 miles an hour configuration holds 18, 13. I don't think my heavy hauling is hit yet. 18. Because I think we'll be able to pull like 100 or something like that. I forgot what I set that to, but okay, so this can go 99 miles an hour. which tells me, oof, what a difference that is. Let's see. 87. I want something that's powerful enough. 3,000 horsepower, 8,000 horsepower. I mean, it's not a really long ways to travel, so I'm thinking there's an 87 at 1.2 million, 2.67. So I might have to go with this, the New Haven. So let's first do a line, and this will be a train, new line from here to here, and this is going to be no, let's do livestock supply. Okay. Green is fine. Finally use the green color. It's about time. Okay, so buy trains. We want the green color. And I think it was the New Haven. Oh, that's going to be expensive. $7.6 million. Okay. And then we need boxcar for livestock. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 boxcars for livestock. So 144 livestock at a time. And then we're going to livestock supply. So let's continue. And our new train. And we have a new ship available. Yeah, we just hit 1980. So here is a nice long train for carrying livestock. Now, will we actually get some livestock? I have no idea. Well, we have some production. Where's it actually going? This is where it's going, back here? I think so. I might see, and the problem is, at the moment, it's not actually seeing any demand. So, one thing we could do to sort of pep its step a little bit is get some trucks. Let's first, I'm going to pause it again, set up a line. Vehicles from here to here. I'd rather them take a right turn. So, let's take, yes. Road waypoint. I want you there, and then you there. So, let's go there, to this waypoint, to this station, back to this waypoint. Whoops, that's on the wrong side, isn't it? Okay, let's remove you. It's actually going the right way now, and there's only one left turn, which is kind of where I want it to go. So this is going to be North Truck Food. Okay. Buy road vehicles. This is going to be green. I think it's green. Yes. Bright green. It's kind of an ugly green, but it is what it is. Peterbilt. We want this to be food. Yes, indeed. We want this to be food. We want, let's see, 19. What is the max request out of here? 125. Food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all of these get on North Truck Food. There we go. So now we're actually seeing some demand. As soon as the game updates itself, this will start having some demand. So you can see potential. For some reason it wants livestock. Oh yeah, I guess it does want livestock because that's what we're moving. Hey, we actually have some livestock. All right. Beautiful. But we now have some food demand, which is also glorious. But that's going to have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.